luck. Keep us safe. I don't care if you know what I'm reading.
Right.
All right, well, we told you earlier we sat down with Ivanka. If you're just waking up, we were in Washington last week. We sat down with President Melania and also Ivanka. So we're running our interview with Ivanka today. She talks right now in this segment about her husband, about living in the swamp, about her faith, and
Wait,
her
she lives in the swamp?
In Washington, D.C. Watch. So, Ivanka, welcome to Washington. Your dad calls this the swamp. What is it like to live in the swamp?
Well, it's 90+ degrees today, so it is very
Truly
swampy.
swampy
It is
weather.
Particularly swampy this time of year. But, you know, it's been an unbelievable journey. I've viewed my time in D.C., in addition to obviously the incredible work that the administration's doing that I feel so blessed to be contributing to and a part of. But I've also viewed this as you know, just an amazing experience in our own family's life. So being able to come into the White House every day, you can't help but feel goosebumps when you walk into this building.
What is it like to be able to say, it's a very small club, my father is President of the United States of America?
It's really remarkable. I don't know if that ever feels like a completely normal experience. You know, every time I say that, every time I think that, I'm just in awe. I'm incredibly proud of him. I am incredibly excited for the opportunity to be here and to help him accomplish his goals on behalf of the American people in any small way that I can. But it is a remarkable thing, and when you think about it in the context over this country's history, very few people can say that about their parents.
What's it like working with Jared? You know, most people, they separate from their spouse.
Yeah.
And you hear when people retire, the other one has to go get a job. Because being together, you're not used to that. But you're with him 24/7, basically. What is that like?
Well, Jared and I were both entrepreneurs prior to this. And we got a little bit of a sample of working collectively during the course of the campaign. Because Jared was very, very involved. So I would come around the corner at Trump Tower and I would bump into my husband, which was an unbelievable surprise and always welcome. So that was the real first experience of working collectively with one another, and now this is a really exciting extension of that, except I get to see him every day, which is amazing.
As someone who his faith is so important to him, I know you converted. What made you want to do that?
It's a very personal decision, so I tend not to talk about my faith too openly. I feel it's one of the few things in my life that is truly my own, especially these days. But you know, I think for me, religion serves as a great reminder of what's important, a great reminder of core values. It helps me connect with my children. It helps us connect as a family, and really create a framework for how we want to live our lives.
I see that you post pictures on social media of your family cooking, recently in the Navy Museum with your children. So cute. What are your children, do they understand, do they grasp that their grandfather is the President of the United States? Do they understand that? And what is it like from a working mom's perspective?
They do understand that in a limited capacity. They call Air Force One the candy plane because there's lots of M&Ms and trays of candy. So they always exit the plane a lot more hyper and on a sugar high than when they entered. So
good for you.
There's almost no controlling it. But you know, it's a surreal and remarkable experience, and I really hope that they'll be able to look back and reflect even on these very early years with such gratitude for having been able to be part of this unique experience.
Call it Air Force Fun if it's the candy plane.
How cute is that story?
That's
the
great.
candy plane.
But you know what? I think those kids, I think the one fear among a lot of wealthy people